Hi Capricorn, welcome back. So Capricorn, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Because it's a general reading, feel free to flip the roles if needed, and my readings are timeless, so I trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So take it as it resonates. When I was meditating on the overall Capricorn energy, I got a visual of someone who was gracefully bowing like this, and then when they came up, like their head rose up, they turned into a dove. And I heard, spread your wings and fly. And a song keeps wanting to come through with the lyrics that match, spread your wings and fly, but for some reason, I cannot get the tone of the song, so maybe it'll come to me later in the reading. But I just feel like, you're getting ready to take off in so many different ways in your life, Capricorn. And of course, the conjunction is helping to pull a lot of this energy forward. But I just feel like there are open spaces and new places and things that you have yet to experience in this lifetime that are coming for you, that are coming towards you, right? Because I also had, I think it's a Dixie Chick song, new faces, room to make a big mistake. Is it open spaces? No. Yeah, something like that. Open places. I'm not sure. But check that song out. I'm sure someone will put it in the comment box below. But yeah, I feel like the lyric that stuck out to me the most was room to make a big mistake. So of course there's no real mistakes in life, only learning opportunities, right? But I feel like there's going to be some new pathways opening up to you this upcoming year. All right, so you have the 7th house of relating, the 12th house of surrender, the 4th house of roots and Leo energy for some of you. That could be in your chart or just influencing your energy or the person you're dealing with. So this is highlighting, letting go of struggles when it pertains to the relationship sector of your life, gaining more balance there, whether it be best friends or marriage or a partner or companion. For some of you, releasing, old wounds in relationships so that you can pull in new and improved spaces. Either way, I see balance coming to the relationship sector, okay? And then you have the 4th house of roots and this very expressive, creative energy. So I feel like some of you are getting back to your roots or, very much focused on your family and your home. It's very interesting to me because it's a very traditional type of energy that this card brings. But yet I feel this need or this want or desire within you, Capricorn, to explore new spaces and maybe go outside of what you have always known, right? For some of you, outside of your comfort zone. Because this often also talks about rejuvenation of habits and of self. And really also highlighting a very more extroverted side to you, okay? And or it could be bringing that out in the person that you're connecting with. So let's see. What is Capricorn's overall energy? So you have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is your card. And the 2 of Wands. So I feel like you're making some progress, all right? And if you have been stuck at a crossroads, I do feel like you're getting more comfortable with the choices that you've made. That's a really interesting message. And it may be because things are calming down within some areas of your life that once felt tumultuous, particularly in the relationship sector, but doesn't have to be. It's just like finding comfort in your own skin and making progress there, okay? Being comfortable with where you are in life and getting back in tune with nature. Also getting back in tune with things that, make you feel more creative. If you have creative hobbies or study or career, things of that nature. I just get a sense that there is a desire here to kind of surrender the things that you can't control so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable in your environment as well. So you might be heavily focused on things that are making you feel, I heard better about yourself, but more comfortable in your skin. That's what I keep getting over and over and over again. Let's see what this person's overall energy is. There's also something here about surrendering the need to be right. I don't know if that's coming from your energy or this person that you're dealing with. But on their side, I've got so many cards out. I have the Knight of Wands, it's in the reverse, the Hangman, and the Two of Swords. So this person is in this energy of not really wanting to take action, okay? And needing to see things from a different perspective. There's some uncertainty in their energy, I think, as far as like what the next steps are for them in their own journey, but it also could be pertaining to this connection. I actually feel that your energy, Capricorn, is more so focused on finding balance within your emotional self and kind of letting go of the struggles when it comes to relationships and connections. Whereas this person's energy is more of the fourth roots, Leo energy that I felt. Some of you, it could actually be a Leo, but doesn't have to be. Where they're trying to get more grounded in their energy and maybe putting some things to the back burner during this time frame because they're just not in a space to be ready to act on things just yet. There's too much uncertainty in this person's energy. All right, so I feel that they're the ones that are needing to go through some sort of rejuvenation after maybe being in their shell for a little bit, you know, not really being as outgoing or wanting to be as outgoing as maybe they usually are. But I heard that's just a passing grace, okay? So let's get into it further and see what events led up to this for you, Capricorn. What is the past energy? Then we're going to go into your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel, your hopes, and most likely future outcome. So, Capricorn, Three of Wands here. It's all about looking forward. Period, looking forward. You're looking forward to having some new intensity, some new passion in your life, creativity. At least that's how it was in the recent past. And yet feeling like you don't have enough time. You know, you don't have enough to give. Or maybe you don't, just feeling completely depleted in your energy because energetically speaking, I did a reading prior to this one and it was very clear, very succinct. And then when I started the camera for this reading, I felt my energy decrease a bit and almost like a lethargy, like a lethargic type of vibe. So I don't know if you've been feeling a lot of lethargy in your emotional self or physical body, but I'm picking that up, okay? Whether it's you or this person, but I actually feel it coming from your energy. It's a sense of like being ready for new and wide open spaces and being excited about it, but then feeling like you don't have the means, the time, or the energy to get there. All right? For whatever reason that is. So let's then see what this person's recent past energy is, Capricorn. The Chariot, the Four of Swords. So this person may have been traveling and or they may have been having just simply movement in their energy forward into a more quiet state of mind, okay? I think that this person really needed like a who-saw moment, all right? Before they were able to communicate or before they were able to move forward. So it's almost like vast movement forward in this person's energy and then them needing a break. And then, okay, back at it again. That's kind of what I'm feeling. This person really wanted to think about something before they communicate or before they said it. Or this could be someone in general that, you know, they move fast, but at the same time, they're a deep thinker. Because that's the term that I got, a deep thinker. So this person really weighs out the pros and cons before they communicate something, or at least that's how they've been in the past energy. They may read between the lines a little too much. But I feel like this person is very highly intuitive or connected with their intuition, all right? This person may feel intuitively guided towards you, Capricorn, or you, they. But I feel like this person is learning to follow their intuition. They also might be someone who practices meditation or, you know, is a reader, is gifted in some sort of way. But I feel like this person, even if that's not the case, they're being guided, okay? They're being guided by source to kind of take their time before they really make any rash decisions or before they communicate something. So then let's look at perspective and how you see each other for my Capricorns. The Hangman and the Knight of Pentacles. The Hangman's in the reverse. If you remember, they had the Hangman as well. This person, I think, has a hard time, you know, seeing your perspective at times, or you, they. You know, sometimes you're like on the same page and sometimes you're not even in the same book, you know, like that type of energy. That could have created some imbalances within the connection, you know, a little bit of a struggle there. Because someone's really comfortable in their ways, all right? So there might be a fixed energy here, or just a stubbornness, okay? Whether that's you or them, but I actually feel that's how you see them, as this is showing up in your perception. So Hangman in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Death and Rebirth card, and the Sun. So yeah, you know, sometimes you don't always see eye to eye, but it's one foot in front of the other, you know what I'm saying? You see this person as a source of comfort and or someone who's created an immense amount of change within you. Maybe even changes you didn't even know you could do, or changes that you didn't even expect. All right, so I feel like this person was a catalyst, or is a catalyst in your life when it comes to change, because I heard a change agent. And it's actually allowing you to feel more connected, okay, to your happiness, to yourself. Get what's the word? I wanted to say reconnected, but another word came through and now it's gone. Reacquainted. That was specific. Reacquainted. You might be getting reacquainted with this person if you've been in separation, say. But I feel like what this is really talking about is getting reacquainted with yourself. And it's like, you know, I keep hearing you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you can. Because you have learned new tricks. You know, like this person may have pulled you out of your comfort zone where you learned some things about yourself, or you are learning things about yourself. And of course, this can go vice versa, right? So you may have done the same for them. So let's see this person's energy. Seven of Swords, Page of Wands. How do they perceive Capricorn, King of Pentacles? Both have the King of Pentacles, which I think is interesting. So, because essentially what that's saying to me is you both have your own comfort zones. You both have a bit of stubbornness about you. I think it's mutual, or at least that's how you both see each other. This person, you know, they have a perception here that sometimes you hide things from them, okay, Capricorn, and or there's like, this person searches sometimes, I think, for problems when there's not problems. I'm just saying. And or, you know, they feel like they have to dig a little bit deeper when it comes to the connection, or when it comes to you. This person sees like this wildness, okay, within you, actually. For some, it's wildly good, but for others, it's kind of like a childishness, if I'm being honest. So I could see that one of two ways. But I feel like this person, they see you try and hide your inner child sometimes, like try to be more serious and authoritative than they know you are. They like the more playful side, I feel. But this person also gets a great sense of satisfaction out of the connection, or had a great sense of satisfaction out of the connection. It's almost like you may not even know like that this person adores you, Capricorn. Maybe they lied about that, or maybe they don't always tell you like the full truth. But I feel like that is what's going on, you know, whether they say it or not. Okay. So let's go into genuine emotion. So that was perception. That was surface level. Now we're going to go into the depths and how you genuinely feel underneath it all. For my Capricorns, the Fool, the Nine of Wands, yeah, that's what the song is. Blackbird Fly. At the beginning of the reading, I heard, get your angel wings and fly. And I think I've gotten that song for you before, Capricorn. Blackbird fly. All right, so in the depth of your emotion, what's showing up is the Fool, the Nine of Wands, the Moon in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords. So, I just heard tricky, tricky, tricky. So there's something tricky about this situation, okay? Or the way that you're feeling about it. I feel that you're not really wanting to allow yourself to go into the depths. You're not wanting to be overwhelmed right now with a connection. I think that's why you're searching more balance. You know, there's a bit of defensiveness in the emotional space or protectiveness, but it's like, I feel, really, I have another song in my head. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Someone may try to hide their emotion, but they're not really hiding it very well, all right? I'm just saying. I feel like it's you for the most part, but it could be the other person. It's like whatever's been suppressed or hidden is coming to the surface, you know, because emotionally, you can't hide it anymore. You can't suppress it anymore. Or you're just being guided so strongly to express the things that you've been feeling. And I feel like I get no, I don't want to. But it's a new beginning cannot usher in for you emotionally until you allow yourself to truly express. And it doesn't need to be, you know, with this person, but it can be just expression in lots of different ways. But for some of you, yes, I just feel like there's a resistance here in truly feeling the emotion, Capricorn, or like trying to avoid at all costs, you know, really getting sucked into something. And yet here it is, lingering, you know. So I feel like it's almost like, you know, when a dam is about to break, like when the water is pushing against the dam and then the floodgates open. So I kind of feel like if you don't honor the emotion, it will gush out like that. All right. So, and I just feel like you want to try and wall it off, but I feel that it's coming to the surface anyways. All right. So, let's look at this person's emotions and see. They've got Justice, which is in your overall energy. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Ooh. So this person's wanting more balance, you know, emotionally. They are certainly not someone that's afraid to be on their own, but really what they prefer is they prefer to have roots. They really emotionally place a lot of emphasis on family or stability, okay? Or emotionally, it's like, yeah, they like to be on their own or they like their independence. They know they're capable, but they like to have a place to call home is what I've heard. So emotionally, this person is feeling like a strong desire pulling them towards that, and yet there's some sort of restriction here. So I feel like there is this expression, not wanting to fully express, okay? I saw that right from the beginning, and it may be because it's just not ready, you know, they're just not ready or something to that nature or degree. This person fears that they will They have a fear of loss in the emotional space, or a fear of restriction for a few. Like this person might have commitment issues as well, like takes them a really long time to commit. Not necessarily because they fear commitments, but they fear the loss of them. So this person may take losses very hard, and so it's like an avoidance mechanism, but it doesn't really avoid anything. It only pushes away some really great emotional fulfillment they could be having. So that's just like, I guess, a guided message for the person that you're connecting with. But deep down at the heart of it, I have deep down at the heart of Texas. Deep down at the heart of their emotion, they want fulfillment. They want the whole kit and caboodle. Some of you already have the kit and caboodle with them, but they want to expand on that possibly. You're hoping for the Four of Swords, peace of mind, good sleep, rest. For some of you, you're a bit restless in the energy, at least in the past energy, I felt that. And then this kind of not wanting to deal with some emotions may have you feeling a bit restless. So I think, you know, a good night's sleep might do you good, Capricorn, all right? This person's hoping for the Page of Swords. This person reads between the lines way too much. You got the Seven of Swords, the High Priestess, the Page of Swords. They want to know every detail about you, okay? So this is someone who pays attention to fine details, every emotional expression, every change in, you know, what you're doing, what you're wearing, what you're posting, you know, stuff like that. This person has a desire to truly know, you know, and I feel that it's directed towards you, but it could just be their persona in general. They don't trust what people show them, so they're always looking beneath the surface. Like they're always paying attention to body language and stuff like that. All right, so let's look at most likely future outcome, and keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will. There is the Seven of Swords again. So I have another group of you here, and I actually had this happen with Libra, and I don't usually divide these out, but I'm going to go into the second group of you where there's downright deception here at the end. So for now, I'm going to stick with the general, and then I'm going to speak to another group of you. So, Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the future energy. You know, this is definitely not going about things on the up and up, okay? For a few of you, you're kind of slinking away at night. I don't mean that like, well, for some of you, yes. But I just feel like there's something elusive here in the energy, Capricorn, right? Oh my gosh, and that was the song. Blackbird fly into the dark black night. Look at this card. I could not get a better description of what the song was. What I'm picking up mostly is this is your own negative self-talk. So it could be at night. Maybe that's why you're having trouble sleeping, or it's like when you try to rest your brain, it's just like, oh, I didn't get to that. I should have done that. I don't like this about myself, or, you know, and then I got this obligation, or like I heard night terrors for a few of you. It could really be that extreme. But it's just like there's something about the nighttime that just, it pulls out this darker element, okay, Capricorn? And Spirit's wanting you to walk away from that. What's wanting you to separate as best you can yourself from that behavior, whether that's listening to like guided meditations at night, or maybe doing like calming or soothing practices before, you know, going to bed might be very helpful. But needing to walk away from the negative self-talk, because it's not helpful. It does not contribute anything other than pain, you know, and unnecessary pain. So it's like kind of walk away from that. When you catch yourself doing that, when you catch those thoughts start, get ahead of them best you can so that you can allow that energy to go. And you know, then there's this very youthful energy coming in, this very energetic vibe, and getting your peace of mind back. All right. This is someone who's also learned how to block negative thought. And I really feel like that's what you're being guided in this time frame, okay, to just kind of block it out, to preserve your happiness, because this has affected your energy in the past. And it's like, as opposed to maybe fully processing, it's an avoidance tactic possibly, but this is like, you know, just kind of surrender to the energy. Balance is being brought, you know, but you got to allow it in. You got to allow it in. And it's all about being more comfortable in your own skin, being comfortable in your own skin, right? So I feel like there might be a lot of things coming at you, Capricorn, but this is saying, do your best, you know, during this time frame to kind of block it out. And I don't mean block your own emotion out, but block other people's opinions about it out, you know, or give yourself the grace of totally disconnecting when you need to disconnect, you know, that type of energy, so that you can preserve your energy, right? Because you're being drained, I feel like the sense of feeling drained. And I felt that as soon as I started the reading. So I see a respark or a resurgence of your energy coming back in, but it's kind of because you are demanding peace for yourself, you know, and saying, this is my time, okay, right now. Giving yourself that time. So this person's energy in the future also can be changed with free will. Temperance, the Queen of Wands, the Magician, the Three of Swords in the reverse, and the Star. So this person is a bit temperamental in the future energy, okay? They might be a little hot-headed and or just, I don't know, not in the mood is what I heard. This person is maybe moody in general, or that's just kind of how they are right now, or how they're showing up, I should say. And if you remember, the overall message for them was they weren't quite ready to take some action here. There's still some things that they're figuring out, and I do feel like they are being guided to think before they act, think before they talk, and they're that could be why they hold back at times, because they're trying to really think things over. And in essence, they kind of restrict themselves a little bit. So there's a fine balance to be gained on this person's side. They're healing from some things that have really hurt them, and I feel these are past issues that might be showing up in the energy. And that has a lot of their focus, I feel, Capricorn, because they're trying to manifest faith and hope and new beginnings and this very destined energy, but having a hard time pushing past maybe their own fears of commitment or loss, or, like I said, things that have restricted them in the emotional space in the past. They're being called to pay attention to their roots and to focus on temper control, but also their confidence. So I feel they're working on things, you know what I'm saying? They're working on their own energy. But I just feel like this person is wanting so much to heal from things and or to get a higher perspective, possibly, before they actually go into action mode. And that could be what the whole research is about. That could be why they look so, why they're researching things with such an immense amount of degree of intensity, because it's just like they don't want to make a false move, right? So yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling in their energy. And so I don't feel this person will act unless they're certain, and there's a lot of uncertainty here for whatever reason going on vibrationally. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel they're headed towards, Capricorn. And over here, you're trying to protect your peace, protect your space. I think that's a good idea, you know. Maybe after expressing some things that you've been burying, possibly, and or processing them, okay? Allowing yourself some time, especially if you've been feeling emotionally frustrated. I think that will be helpful for you to regain your balance. So I'm going to leave it there. and let you know what zodiac signs I see. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so it could be any zodiac sign, but I'll give you the ones that stick out to me. I have Aquarius here, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Pisces, Aries again, Leo again, Scorpio. Could be dealing with another Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Those and Libra. Those are the primary zodiac signs I see. But like I said, it can be any. It's a general read. If it resonated, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do go live there as well, linked in the description box as well as in the About section of my YouTube. If you like my style, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Also linked down below. Also, I added a donation feature in the About section of my YouTube. If you want to donate to the channel, certainly it's welcome, but never expected. Either way, I love you so much, and until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye. And you thought I was done, but I'm not. I said in the reading I was going to go into a second group of you that might be dealing with someone who's being just downright deceptive, and then I ended the reading and totally blanked on it. But I did want to come back to it, and I did relook at the cards. So there is a second group of you, and I never do this, so let me just say I love you, Capricorn. But I wanted to touch on this group because it was such a specific message. For some of you, the reason why the person is looking so far into things is because they're kind of lying to themselves about how they feel, but also they're kind of perceiving you as being someone who's deceptive. But I actually feel they're kind of mirroring back to themselves trust issues that they are having because they may be the one that's not really being on the up and up, or kind of hiding how they feel, yet, you know, wanting to like dig up the dirt on you, or, you know, figure you out without actually having to ask. There was a lot of passive aggressive energy there. And I just feel like, yeah, if that's the case with you and that's what you're dealing with, then your overall guidance was to kind of walk away from that situation, you know, walk away from that person. If somebody cannot be honest with you, and then to the point where they make you question whether you're an honest person, then that's something that maybe you need to create some distance from, whether that's physically or emotionally. And I'm not saying forever and ever, right? I'm just saying, well, for some of you maybe, but it may just be a small period of time until this person gets the point that you know, want some clarity and truth. So that was the second group of you. That was the additional message for those of you who are dealing with just downright deceptive energy. So I hope you guys enjoyed that addition, and loving you so much. Until next time.